Hey guys, it's Heather. I know it's been a while, but I'm back today with an Empties video. So before I get started in this has just gotten to the point where I've got to get rid of this, so I figured I'd go ahead and film it so I can discard what I need to discard. I have had a couple of questions in my last video, which I know was 2 months ago, but about my cruise and that type of thing. So let me just rewind and catch up, okay? We went on our cruise in March. We had a great time. However, the night before our cruise, we stayed 2 nights in a hotel in Miami before we boarded the cruise ship. We went shopping. We hit Louis Vuitton, Nordstrom. We had a great shopping day. No issues whatsoever. I went to bed Sunday night in the hotel room, and my knee woke me up in the middle of the night. I must have turned funny and pulled something. Sleeping, I don't know what I did, but it made for a very difficult week on the ship. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of walking and standing on a cruise, on a regular cruise. This was a rock cruise, so there was a lot of dancing and jumping and running and whatever. And I spent a good portion of my cruise trying to find where can I go sit, where can I lean, that type of thing. So, and obviously, since I wasn't at home when this happened, I didn't have any braces or anything, and I just didn't have the time to go find something before I boarded the cruise ship. We did have a great time. The bands were fantastic. The music was fantastic. However, we are not going to do it next year. We were going to, but the day of booking, because you have to do it like 10 months in advance, I just felt like next year I want to do something different. So we're going to look into maybe a European cruise. Not that we won't ever do the rock cruises again. We had a blast, but it's like we get one big vacation a year, and I want something different. We've done the rock cruise 2 years in a row, and it's been fantastic. But yeah, that's what our plan is. Shortly after that, when I got back, most of you all know that my brother has been battling tonsil cancer. And so he had been, since November of last year, he had been on a chemo regimen, and it had been a rough go. It had been a rough go. Chemo's not easy on anybody. But then he got a couple of weeks break, and then in June, I'm in June now. He had 7 weeks of this. I think it started the first week of May. I was the last week in April. Anyway, we had birthdays and all of that stuff. I know it's been a couple of months, and I'm not going to bore you with my whole life update, but a couple of you have been asking. My brother had 7 weeks straight, 5 days a week radiation, and once on Monday through Friday was radiation. On Wednesdays was chemotherapy and radiation. And the first few weeks were okay, and I was his primary driver. I did a lot of the driving, and it's a lot of driving. So I haven't had any time. I'm just now kind of getting back into the swing of my life. But the first few weeks went okay, and then it kicked his butt. It has been 2.5 weeks now since he's had a treatment. And this morning he messaged me for the first time he was able to eat some scrambled eggs. He has a hole in his throat, and all of the treatments have been focused at his neck. And so his mouth is just destroyed, his throat is destroyed, and the pain is, I guess, something I've never, I can only think of the worst sore throat I've ever had, and in his, it's a million times worse. So he's lost a considerable amount of weight due to not being able to eat. He has a feeding tube as well as his chemo port. But now we're healing. Now we're trying to see, I do have a picture of us. Maybe I can insert that. At the last day of treatment, they had him ring the bell, and it was very emotional. End of July, we will be doing a PET scan and seeing how everything went. So just know that there's been multiple times where I've wanted to pick up the camera, but due to time restraints or just pure exhaustion, because that was just one of the aspects of my life, I just hadn't gotten around to it. And sometimes you just need and that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. So my pool, I'm seeing it up my window, is going to be where I'm going to be after I do this. Anywho, let me do my empties video. I am ordering a Stitch Fix, so I haven't had one in about a year. So I thought I'd go ahead and try, since maybe they got some new stuff and they've been sending me a lot of surveys, and I thought, you know what, let me just do it. I have purchased a few pieces of clothing, and I'll do another video with new things that I brought into my wardrobe. Not a lot, but like this is one of them. This is just a linen shirt. Oh, I'm way unbuttoned, aren't I? This is just a linen shirt from J. Jill. So I just liked the style of it, and I'm living linen for the summer. Okie doke. Start with what's not in the basket. I have 2 Voluspa candles. This is the California Summers. This is the 3-wick hearth. And then this one is the large jar. I love Voluspa for the most part. This one did pretty well. It behaved itself pretty well. I have had the even larger ones, the 5-wick ones, and I feel like you have to babysit them. This one did pretty well. You can see at the very end, the one burned just a little longer than the rest of them, but it wicked itself out, and the smell is very nice in a small area. However, when I have a jar this large, I want this in my open concept living room kitchen area, which is extremely large, and I honestly didn't get a lot of smell for this. And then right around the corner is my foyer. So I had this on a pedestal and in a hurricane. And this thing did not behave. You can still see the wax on the sides here. I had to keep using a candle torch to torch the sides to make it go down at where I didn't have wax up here. And then the center of it was a tunnel. So for the price that we pay for Voluspa candles, the burn quality should be a lot better. When I did move this one into my bedroom, it did a little better, but it just still, scent-wise, I love the smell. It's just not loud enough for me. I like scent. If you know anything about me, I love scent. All right, I think that's the only 2 candles, unless there's something in the bottom of this basket. I think there's one more thing that fell out when I was picking it up. Body cream. This is the Lilicious Body Butter in Endless Summer. This smelled fantastic. This felt fantastic. To me, it's just a little bit too pricey. I cleared it out. It still smells really good in there, but the there's a body oil that matches it too, and if you want to get the larger size, you're talking $100, and it doesn't work wonders. It feels fantastic. You wake up I shower at night. When you wake up in the morning, you still smell the scent and you still feel moisturized. I just think that it's a little, and I have a few other scents that I'm doing. I have this same sugar scrub in my shower that's almost gone. And then this body butter is gone. And then I have one of the little oils, which I thought was broken, and I ended up being able to fix it. Anywho, loved it. I don't think I will repurchase though. All right, I'm gonna move a little faster. The Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toning Solution. I would use this after cleansing my face. I don't know that I would repurchase it. That took me almost a year to get through. I do, however, love the cashmere shave oil. This is the vanilla cashmere scent from EOS. And I love the way this smells, and I have another one already. It's in use. Let's get this big, gigantic thing out of here. This is our Armra Colostrum. So this is the largest size. I mean, it's almost the size of my head. They make them in a smaller one too, but my husband and I go through one of these a month, and we have it on subscription, and I do feel a difference. This and a few other supplements that I take. During this time with my brother, I had to be very, very careful about not getting sick because he has a weakened immune system, and I was with him multiple days a week, and I couldn't transfer anything to him because all he needed was to get more sick than he already was. So I was very careful to take my supplements. People around me got COVID, including my husband, and I did not get sick. My brother did not get sick. So this right here will stay in my, I mean, it is not inexpensive. This is $200 and something odd a month, but my husband and I both swear by it. I take 4 scoops a day. My husband takes 6. So love this, will not be without that. And speaking of supplements, this is the vitamin that I use for my dogs. I go through 2.5 of these a month for my dogs because of the size and how many they have to take. But they have to have their vitamins too. All right, let's get into some hair care here. I still have a little bit of the conditioner left because I use a lot more shampoo than I use conditioner. This is the Oribe Hair Alchemy Resilient Shampoo. I loved it. I do have a shampoo and conditioner in my shower right now. What do I have? I have Biolage, the I have a Biolage one. I'm not sure which one. When that's gone, I will probably repurchase one of these. I like this one. I like all of these that I've tried so far, and it smells good. All right, K18 hair mask. This is the leave-in. I love this. I actually have it in my hair right now. It says to not condition your hair after you use it. I still put a little bit on the palms of my hands and run it into my ends and the flyaway areas. However, this little container gave me a big problem, and I had to bang it on my countertop to get it to come out, and I filled up a little jar, so I've got a little bit left. So this is truly not completely empty, but it's almost empty. But I had to show you this. For what this thing cost, the pump should have worked properly. Okay, I have a NYX the brow glue in brown. It was okay. I wouldn't repurchase. I have a Timeless hydrating eye cream. I liked it. I don't think that it was, this has got hyaluronic acid and Matrixyl 3000. I didn't notice any major differences, but I liked it. You know, I like all of my eye creams so far. Okay, another body butter. This is the pistachio scented one. Oh, it smells good too, in a whole different way. More decadent, more fall to me. It's not quite as sweet and springy. This is more creamy and dense, but I do like this, and I actually have a matching body scrub and perfume for this. This is not empty. This is almost empty. This is the Kenra 18 Art Formation Spray. As a spray, I liked it. When I can get that nozzle to work. This has been the most infuriating nozzle. I have cleaned it. I have soaked it. And it was almost I would use it, and then the next time I would go to use it, it would happen again. I finally said, I'm done. Won't buy that again. Now this one is empty. This is the Kenra Platinum Voluminous Touch Memory Spray. This one, I don't like my hair to be like crunchy. That one was for more strong hold. This is a light hold, only 12. This one was great. Never had an issue with this nozzle, so maybe they need to switch them all with that one. Okay. Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Body 12% AHA BHA Resurfacing Serum. This works well. The smell, I cannot get past the smell. If they could change this sharp, I'm gonna do it. Oh my God, it's like a sickening, I guess I just don't like honey. It's probably a deep, deep honey. I will not. This is done. I don't want to smell like that. The NYX Marshmallow Primer, I used that up. It was great. I'm gonna have to find a basket to put all this stuff in the basket. I have a Dr. Teal's Foaming Himalayan Salt Bubble Bath. Loved it. In the same vein, I have the Buff City Epsom Salt and the coconut scent. I loved this too. It kind of made your skin silky. It was actually really, really nice. I'll probably purchase that one again. I've got backups of the Dr. Teal's in different scents. I haven't found one I haven't liked. I'm not big on the eucalyptus ones. Just has a hair on my nose. I can see it in the... Okay, battery's dying. Give me a sec. Okay, fresh battery. When I first turned it on, I thought the battery was good. I haven't filmed in months, so I wasn't sure. All right, I also have the Amande. This is the L'Occitane shower oil that I shave with. I actually changed because this bottle started getting disgusting. I kept refilling it. It's, you know, it's gross looking. They have it's called a Forever bottle, and it's stainless steel, and it's much prettier, and it's in my shower now, so I can just use my refills into that. So love this. We'll always repurchase this. What I like about watching Empties videos is I can see what people have tried, if they really like it, and maybe something I want to try, or if they hate it and it was something I was interested in trying, then it will kind of help me save some coin. All right, I do use, this is a Muesli, the Face RX. This is the Aging Repair Cream. I'm on my second bottle of this now, so, and I have just recently got in a couple other prescriptions that I haven't even started yet. They just got delivered like 2 days ago, so I'm waiting to finish up a few things before I get started. So, but I do use the Muesli prescription program. This is the Hydra Boost Neutrogena Foaming Cleanser. I like this. It doesn't strip my skin. It doesn't make my face feel tight. It smells really refreshing and clean. Yeah, I really like this, and I will use it again. I will buy that again. This is from Violet FR. This is the Boom Boom Milk. I love this. I love this. I have like 3 more in backup. I've got 1 underneath my sink and 2 in reserve. It's got a fresh scent. Kind of creamy. Can't smell it right now. Kind of creamy, but Nothing horrible, but man, it just, after you wash your face, because you spray it on, it just feels so, it feels so nice. This is an absolute repurchase, and I already have. Colleen Rothschild, this was their Gentle and Clear Whiteness Moisturizer. I could take it or leave it. Not anything to write home about, in my opinion. I have a Tree Hut. This was a body scrub, the birthday cake. That was pretty good. I love I love sweet body scrubs. All right, hand soap. This is the Alamasian fresh sea salt. Love this. This, I wash my hands so much, and I've got very dry skin, and this right here helped in that department. It doesn't really moisturize, but it doesn't strip. So really like this, and you can get this at TJ Maxx. So this is the Naturium, the Booster Hyaluronic Acid Body Wash. I actually really like their body washes. This was the fragrance free. I know they say not to use fragrance, but I'm a fragrance snob. I wanted this to smell better, and to me, fragrance free isn't actually fragrance free. So there is something in there I smell, and I would prefer to smell something yummy. So, but it was a great, and I would repurchase other scents. All right. Speaking of scent, this is the EOS Vanilla Cashmere 24-Hour Moisturizing Body Cream and our body lotion, and I love this. I love this. I love this. I use a lot of lotion. I go through a lot of lotion, and I have backups of this already. I went with my shower oil. I want them to make it into a perfume or body mist. This is the Colleen Rothschild Micro Mineral Soothing Toner. This is pretty darn good too. You can see it's kind of a creamy consistency as well. So I do really like this, and I may repurchase that. This is the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. This was my, I use a cleansing oil for my first cleanse at night to take off my makeup. I loved it. I absolutely have this in a little travel size too for when I travel. But I did actually really, really like this. Will purchase again. I'm running out of room. All right. Another body lotion. This is the Photozyme MD Omega 36 DNA Body Complex. Love it. I have 3 more in my backups. I also use the vitamin C and a DNA Repair Facial Cream. So I love these. I love these. And I will, all 3 of these things on rotation. An EOS hand cream in the same Vanilla Cashmere. Love it. Thanks. Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. Empty. I've already repurchased, and it's in use. Too Faced Makeup Insurance. This is a setting spray. It was okay. Yeah, I mean, 18-hour wear, I wouldn't know because I only wear my makeup from, till I take my makeup off at night around 8 o'clock. So, but yeah, it worked great. I have another one down there. Not real, as long as it doesn't like spit on my face, I'm not real picky. I don't want it to make me look shiny and oily because I have dry skin, but I do want a little bit of a dewy complexion. I want it to set my makeup. I don't want it to make my mascara run. I do try to remember to set it before I put my mascara on, but I don't always remember to do that. But yeah, I would purchase this again. Another body lotion. This is the Dr. Teal's Coconut Oil. Loved it. Okay, this is a body scrub. This is the EOS Cashmere Pre-Shave Scrub. It's just a scrub. It's a body scrub. I liked it, but when it got to the bottom, it was really hard to get it out, and I prefer the tubs. I say that. I don't like digging my fingernails into it, but this, I mean, I feel like there's more in there, but I tried really hard, so I won't buy that again for that reason. It's just too hard to get it out of there. Yikes. Okay, this is a hand repair. This one's got the broken thing, that pump broke off, but it is empty. It's the hand repair and protect. I work with animals. We wash our hands regularly, and this is actually from a veterinarian product line for washing your hands regularly when you're working with animals and grooming and all that. All right, this one, is it empty? I guess so. This is the Jergens Extra Moisturizing Hand Wash in the Cherry Almond. I love the way it smells. I do love the way it smells, but I think I just get sick of it. So once in a while I might use something like that. Oh, I thought it was going to fall. All right, I have the Bella & Bear Goddess Sugar Scrub. I really liked this. Again, I really like sugar scrubs, so I go through a lot. This is the Dr. Bronner's Spearmint All-in-One Toothpaste. I finished it. I won't repurchase this one. It's better than the peppermint one to me, but it is not my favorite. I don't use fluoride, but this one was not my favorite. I want my mouth to feel really fresh and clean. All right, the Necessaire Body Serum the Body Serum. Loved this. I do have a backup of this. I put this on either before lotion. I like to use a serum, a lotion, and then an oil because I am so dry. But yeah, do like this a lot. This is the Lux Oil by, I don't know. It smells divine. This is a, oh, I love this. And just a little, this I probably had for 2 years. It just says Lux Oil. I can't read the manufacturer on it, but just a little pea-sized amount in your hands. Rub your hands together, put it on your ends, and your hair doesn't look greasy. It helps tame flyaways, and it smells good. This is, everybody bought this. This is the Advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence. It was fine. I don't feel like it did anything. I finally, to get rid of it, I used it up on my body. I do that with even, sometimes expensive face stuff. If I don't really like it on my face, I'll just use it on the rest of my body. One of the supplements that I was taking is the photoceramides, the mini gels. It helps my body retain moisture. I feel like it helps my moisture when it's dry outside. The Dermatology, this is the, it's rubbed off. I can't really read it anymore. It's an eye cream, and I did like it. You hear stuff falling over here? The Elf Skin, this is the gentle peeling, like it's kind of like the Peter Thomas Roth. Do I have one of those in here too? No. Like the Peter Thomas Roth, the peeling mask. I like to do this because I do use Retin-A products on my face, and when I do have like a snaky skin thing going on, this helps to slough that off a little faster so I don't walk around like a snake. So I like the Peter Thomas Roth one better, but that one is less expensive. This is the Fleur Vanilla Skin deodorant. I bought 2 of these. I think my last one was in my, this broke off, so that's why it's in here. It smells good. I won't purchase this again. I don't need my deodorant to smell like my perfume. I just need my deodorant to do its job. This is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid exfoliant salicylic acid. It's a treatment for your face. I liked it. Probably repurchase it again. However, since I have all the muesli things in rotation now, maybe not. This is a Pet House room freshening spray in Evergreen Forest. I just use this up as a bathroom refreshener or whatever, and it's safe around your pets. This is the Silk Screen by Agency. It's there because Agency is where I was doing my Retin-A, or my tretinoin. This is their sunscreen, and it was pretty good. So I finished it up, but now I'm using a natural one by Sol and Sky, I think it's called. You should see this tower that I've got built over here. I'm playing Jenga all by myself. Photozyme, this is the DNA Youth Recovery. I was telling you, that's just part of the bottle. It's completely empty. This thing's bone dry. This is the same as that body cream, but this one's for your face, the DNA Repair, and I love it, and I will not be without it. The Undefined R&R cream, this is a sunscreen that I use as well. It was fine. It was fine. I prefer the natural one. I'm going to start putting them on this side now. A Travel Side of the Bed Head mini masterpiece. I took this on our travels. It's my favorite. Hard holding shampoo. Listen to me. Heavy hold hairspray, and the nozzle never gives me a problem. This was a heat protecting spray. It's called Neuro Style. Really liked this, and I have a backup in my stash. The Papaya Vitamin C and Ginger Root Lactic Acid. This is a facial cleanser. I liked this too. It did, however, make my face feel a little bit on the dry side. So when you use that, when I do something like this, like that Violet FR, you put that on your face afterwards, and I could feel my skin go so good. This is my favorite toothpaste. This is the Marvis. Now, it doesn't have fluoride in it, but it's not exactly as clean as I'd like it to be, but I love this toothpaste and the way my mouth feels when it's done. It's not what I'm currently using right now. I'm finishing up a tube that's got some neem and stuff in it. And I've got 2 of these in there for afterwards. But this is, if you want your mouth to feel like you just left the dentist office and your mouth, you could breathe into anybody's face and nobody would be offended. This, and I even use their mouthwash. Love it. And their mouthwash is a concentrate. It comes in a small little glass jar, so I just use a little shot glass, water, a drip of the mouthwash, and yeah, love it. And it actually lasts a long time because of that, because it's not a giant container where you're chugging it. It's just a little drip. But my favorite toothpaste. The Oliveda Corrective Face Serum. I did really like this too. Same company, I use their olive oil, and we go through about 1 of those a month. Silly little thing. This is a Bath & Body Works lip gloss. This is the strawberry pound cake one. Oh my God, it smells so good. And it actually, I have a couple more of these, and just when you need some moisture on your lips and you're not looking for a mask type thing, I really like those. They're super cute. I had a cherry one. This is the strawberry one, but I also had a cherry one. I don't know where it went. All right, another body lotion. This is by Cake Milkmaid. I had this for a couple of years. I needed to use it up. It smelled great. It was a lotion. I don't even think they make that anymore. Lola V. This is a perfecting leave-in for your hair. I have this one, and then I had a little travel one that I took with me on my trip. I actually really, really like this for a leave-in conditioner. It's what I use on a regular basis. I'm going through the K18 right now, but I really like this. This is by Jennifer Aniston's brand, and I will purchase this one again. I haven't tried her other products, but I do really like that one. I have a L'Occitane. This is one of those big hand creams I love. So I love this hand cream. I prefer an unscented. This is my favorite hand cream. Let me get it unwrapped. This is the Necessaire, the hand cream. No scent. It feels, I mean, I squished this thing beyond recognition. Oh my God, look at that. There's a little bit. Love this. I have one of these in my car. I have one of these in my purse, and I have one of these in my nightstand. It is an expensive product, but there's really no scent. It doesn't clash with any perfumes that you would wear, and it actually works. I love this. This is probably my favorite Necessaire product that I've tried. Oh, look at that. I have another EOS, the Cashmere Cream. This is the body oil. I do like this, and I have another one already in the works. The Medicate Liquid Peptides. I don't know that it did anything. I'm always trying. I'm trying to take care of my skin. I'm doing the best that I can. So it's a 30% complex. It was hydrating. I liked it. This was the MAC Super Real Serumizer Skin Balancing. It actually made your face feel kind of silky, and I kind of liked it. But I don't think it really did any skin benefits. So this is the Sanita's Foot Repair Cream. I really, really like this. And I have 2 more. I bought 3 at one time, and I've got the second one in my nightstand. I put it on and then I put socks on before I go to bed. And actually I put magnesium spray on the bottom of my feet first. I let that dry, and then I put this on, and then I put socks on, and I finished one, and my feet feel great. I don't have cracked heels when I go get a pedicure. They don't have to use that cheese grater looking thing. So really like that. Just a couple more items and I'm almost done. I did finish up a brow pencil. This is the Bobbi Brown brow pencil. I liked it. I like these little tiny mini micro, because I have like no eyebrows. Without makeup on, there's like nothing there, so I have to make lines. And those little pen ones that are supposed to, this works better. This is the Merit Beauty, it's just a lip oil in color. It was clear. It's called Bel Air. I really like this. I like a lip oil. The Tarte XL. This is the tubing mascara. I really like this. I do wish the brush were a little bit smaller. Actually, this is not the one. I actually like this brush. I like this brush. It just started getting clumpy. I have the Skin Medica HA5. This was a little sample, a Hydra Collagen. I liked it. I don't think I had it long enough to do anything with it. There's nothing left in there. 2 more. The Pistache Body Butter, a little travel size. I I always have some sort of lotion with me somewhere, but I prefer the necessaire. And then a Drunk Elephant lippy balm and a hair to go along with it. So, and I actually really like these. It's down inside the plastic now, so you just scrape your lips when you put it on. But I really like that. I think I like this, and I like the Laneige before I go to bed. Those are my two favorites. So that's it. That is this is probably April, May, and June, I would assume, of my empties. So, and I'm sure there's some stuff that I threw away that I wasn't thinking about saving, but when I went to put something in there, actually I think it was the Armra in there, and I realized everything was just piling up. I was like, okay, Heather, just film it so you can get it out of your house. I do not like clutter. This was one of the hardest things I ever did, was when I started doing my empties. And I know that this is not like the most popular video, but I have fun doing it, and I like watching other people's because I like their opinions on products. And it helps it introduce me to something that I may not have heard of. If somebody loves it, I want to try it. If you're like me and you have dry, mature skin, you've got some fine lines and some deeper wrinkles and some scarring and all of that, and you're just trying to do the best in your age, with your age, then that's what I'm constantly looking for, is what do people use that are my age, that have my type of skin. I'm dry combination. I'm dry around my perimeter, and I'll peel in some areas, but my nose can get a little bit shiny. So anywho, that is it. That's my update. That's my empties. I am planning on filming the pieces of clothing that I've recently gotten in, and I do have a Stitch Fix coming. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in today. If you did, subscribe if you don't mind. If you enjoy this kind of content or any of the other things that I do, I'm kind of a lifestyle channel. I don't have any. I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not a hair guru. I'm not a fashion guru. This is just people my age. What do you do? What do you like? What are you into in your 50s? So I work. I love my animals. I love my family. I love scent, and that scent is perfumes and candles, and I love wax. I mean, I've got, my closet is like my wax storage. Downstairs is my candle storage. I did my candle collection a while back, and then my perfume collection that's over here that's ever growing. So these are the things I love, and yeah. So if you like any of that stuff and you are interested in anything else I might film in the future, let me know. And if you have any ideas of things you'd like me to film, please let me know. All right, with that said, you guys have a very happy day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.